Welcome back to the Arsenal career mode here on FC25, where we are in the month of January, which means we have to bring in some new faces. I will go over the short list here in just a second, but up first, I'm going to show you the calendar and what we have coming up in this episode as far as games. We're going to get through the full month of January in this episode. So we are going to sim the match against Watford, but we're not going to quick sim it. We're just going to regular sim it, where we can watch the full 90 minutes, and if we need to jump in, we will. 2 league games against Tottenham and against Aston Villa, where we have to play both of those games. Both of those teams are in the top 4 right now. We are currently sitting in 5th place, so we need massive wins there. Play the 2 UCL games, and then we will simulate the Wolves game. They are currently in 17th, so we can simulate that game and probably get away with it. And then, of course, we will be making a few signings, and you guys left your comments at the end of the last episode to let me know who you want us to bring in. Some big names are in there. Some, maybe not so big names are in there. Some players that we can bring in as backups. First order of business is going to be bringing in Joan Garcia from Espanyol. He's been linked with Arsenal in real life. Neto just left us. He was on loan, but Bournemouth recalled him in this career mode. So we're going to be bringing in Joan Garcia here. Looks like it's going to cost us about 20 million. We have plenty of money in the budget, so we can bring in pretty much whoever we want. We do not want to pay the release clause of 33 million, so we're going to go ahead and negotiate with Espanyol. Our first offer of 17.5 million is rebutted, and they want Zinchenko and for us to pay 1.5 million as well. That's not actually the worst deal. Zinchenko doesn't really get game time for us. We've got Kivior and we've got Tierney as backups at left back as well. I'm not planning on playing either of those players, but I'm thinking about bringing in a left back anyways as a potential replacement to be our backup instead of Zinchenko. So honestly, I might just accept this offer. I'm going to see if I can remove the transfer fee and just pull a straight swap for Zinchenko and for Joan Garcia. They want a sell-on clause. I don't want a sell-on clause, but 260K, whatever. 930K, honestly, I'm just going to accept the deal. Let's get this over the line. Zinchenko, he was good for Arsenal. I don't think he's going to stay for very much longer in real life, and I don't really want to keep him in this career mode. We don't use him anyway, so I'm not too mad about it. And so there it is. First signing for Arsenal in this career mode is going to be a backup goalkeeper, Joan Garcia, linked with Arsenal in real life. So we're going to be swapping him with Zinchenko and $930,000, and we'll get a B rating for that. I'm not sure, if Zinchenko would want to go to a club like that. I mean, I think he would probably want to go to the club more in the Champions League, but that's okay. I mean, Espanyol still a decent side, but I think the best thing about that deal is that it opens up a spot in the defense where we can bring in a player. And Juro Hato is a player that has been linked with Arsenal in real life as well multiple times. He's only 18 years old and already a 77 overall. So I think we're just going to go ahead and do it. It's going to cost us about 30 million, maybe about 27 to 30. So let's go ahead and approach Ajax to buy him as well. These exchanges are crazy. They want to exchange Thomas Partey. I mean, maybe next year I'd be willing to once we bring in some other players, but right now I don't know if that really makes a lot of sense. I'm enjoying using Partey, so we're just going to take him away and propose a new transfer fee of about 28 million maybe, and we'll see what they say. So we'll get that deal across the line as well. Only 28 million for Juro Hato, one of the best up-and-coming left backs in world football. We get an A rating for that deal. He's on about 41,000 pounds or $41,000 a week, excuse me. And now I'm just going to go into the next game, simulate it, see what else we can think about. I'm thinking about bringing in Quentin Timber, Jurriën Timber's brother as well. We need a new midfielder or at least a backup midfielder. Florian Wirtz is a player that's linked with Arsenal as well. I don't think we're going to be able to bring him in. It looks like he's going to cost about $200 million to bring in, which is just a bit too much for me right now. I actually don't even know if we have that much in the budget after these 2 deals. Let's go ahead and take a look at the office real quick and go to the budget overview. There it is. 478 million, it says right there. But as far as what we can actually spend, it is only 112 million. So we definitely could not afford Florian Wirtz as of right now. Leroy Sané is on the short list as well. I would like to look for a contract deal to where we can sign him just on a free essentially, but it doesn't look like he's available to do that. Benjamin Sesko is a player that's been linked with Arsenal before. We might go after him at the striker position, but I would rather go after Victor Gyökeres, a little bit more experienced, a little bit older, but we won't probably do that until the summer window. Same with Nico Williams. I still like Martinelli. I still like Trossard, the duo that we have out on that left side. So I don't think we need to go after him really. Dingra, I would like to bring in as a backup for Bukayo Saka, of course, and then Morgan Rogers is more of a midfielder. I don't really see him as much of a left midfielder as much as I do as a central midfielder, maybe a cam. Right now, I think the only players that we bring in this window would be a Dingra, Rogers, or Timber. More than likely Timber than the other 2, but we'll have to see how the rest of the episode goes. We're now on a match day against Watford in the FA Cup. This is going to be a simulated match, like I said. Not going to quick sim it though. We're going to watch and see what happens. It is a fully rotated lineup for us. You can see our lineup over there on that left side. Joan Garcia actually is going to get the start today, even though he just joined the club about 4 or 5 days ago in this career mode. We don't really have any other backups, so it's between him and Raya, and I figured we might as well give Raya a break and see what Garcia can do. And there it is. The first goal of the game goes to Takahiro Tamiyasu. And a second already, 36 minutes gone now. Gabriel Jesus picking up our second goal of the game. It looks like this is going to be an easy win for us, as it should be. Watford obviously not quite as strong as some of the Premier League teams that we would face off against. I believe Watford are in the Championship right now. Just never going to be a matchup for us, really. Watford did fight to get back into this one. They scored their first goal and we only had 2, so it was 2-1. Got a little nervy there for a second, but we're going to finish the game off 4-1. Kieran Tierney got a substitute appearance for the last few minutes of the game, and that could potentially be the last time we see him in Arsenal colors. We are going to go ahead and transfer list him after this game. We don't really need 4 left backs, you know what I mean? So he is the most likely to go. It's going to be between him and Kivior, whichever one gets sold first or loaned out first. So we move now to the North London Derby, a very important fixture in this episode, where we are currently level on points with Spurs, but they're currently sitting in 4th instead of 5th where we are. And then, of course, right after this, we're going to play Aston Villa as well. They're in 1st place. They've played a game more than us, but they are 8 points ahead of us. So we get 3 points here. We get 3 points against Villa, and we are only 2 points off of them. Whether they're in 1st place in the table after that next game or not, we'll have to see. So let's go ahead and jump into this game against Spurs. Nothing quite like a good old North London derby. Spurs got the better of us in the first matchup this season. In our 4th game, I believe it was a 1-0 or 2-1 victory for Spurs. Can't quite remember off the top of my head. So we are going to want 3 points here for sure. I'm sure Spurs are as well, since we're both, like I said, in similar spots in the table. Corner for Spurs, about 15 minutes gone now. They're going to take it short. Kulusevski to Madison. Madison gets the better of Martin Odegaard. They find Archie Gray. Can we get it away from him? We eventually can. Raya will collect it. We'll try to push forward here. And Davies with a terrible ball. Havertz going to find Martinelli. And Martinelli will give us the lead after just 18 minutes. That is what we needed to get started in this game after a rough episode and rough 4 or 5 games stretch last episode where we only scored basically 1 goal from open play. That's what we needed to get back into it, boys. Let's go. Timo Werner down this left wing is going to be probably the most dangerous player on the pitch besides Son. Luckily, Ben White does well there against both Madison and Timo Werner, and we can get it out the field very quickly here. Kyle looking to cut inside. Turn it back out, and we will find Ben White inside to Odegaard, and he is dispossessed. Martinelli gets past his man. Kai, we need you to get in a better position. Why are you right on the touchline? Odegaard going to find Saka, who battles with Davies, but Davies gets the better of him. Ben White. Son gets the better of him. Ben White gets back, though. Ben White, that's the one thing about Ben White. He does not give up. Io down this wing. Got to look inside for Odegaard. We'll find Havertz. Give me a great shot. Oh, I thought it was in. It was a decent effort, but it goes just wide of the post. And that is how the first half will end. So we are going to take our lead into half. Rice out to Ben White. Ben White to Odegaard. Odegaard, I was looking for Saka. Probably would have been offsides anyways. We're going to try to keep the pressure on them as they play it out from the back. Kai Havertz nearly a tackle there, but they're going to get it away. Declan Rice called for a foul on Timo Werner out here. Going to give them an opportunity to swing it in. Rice does well to win that ball, though. Going to end up with Spurs, though. Pedro Porro. Good effort. Not really worried about him with his left foot from that distance, but it was a decent effort. Saka cutting through. Saka going to find Havertz. Just going to take the early shot. Lucario with a good save. 67 minutes gone. And we're going to go ahead and get one sub in. Tomiyasu going to come on for Ben White after 67 minutes before this corner. Martinelli now swinging it in. Marino is up for it, but sends it wide. Odegaard out to Bukayo. Bukayo will just get it to Marino. We don't necessarily need a goal, but it would be nice to have one. Martinelli, edge of the box. Lucario save. Bukayo cannot win the rebound. Oh, Odegaard, fantastic ball out here to Bukayo. We'll cut inside. Is Havertz on? Havertz is on! Yes, sir. 2-0 after 78 minutes. Havertz is going to hurt his head there. An assist for Bukayo and a goal for Havertz. I thought for sure he was off, but Kai Havertz from the 6-yard box We'll take that. Bukayo Saka cross field to Trossard. What a ball that is. Trossard and Jesus just came on for Martinelli and Havertz, as well as Joel Hato making his debut for the club. Don't want to be too hasty with our decision making here. Jesus looking for Bukayo Saka through, can't find him. And we will actually go ahead and make one more sub as well. Ethan Nwaneri coming on for Martin Odegaard. Got to get Nwaneri some game time. His performances in real life have inspired me to play him as much as I possibly can. Son over to Madison, only 3 minutes of added time, and they're not really pushing for a goal here. Bentancur to Son. Son to Basuma. It is going to be blocked by Saliba and out for a corner, but they can only get one goal here before the end of the game, so no matter what, we will end this game with 3 points. Exactly what we needed to do. Joel Hato, really his first action of the game, clearing that away. Ref, blow your whistle. It is far past the allotted added time. Ethan Nwaneri out to Jesus, and the ref will finally blow his whistle 3 minutes later. 2-0 win, 3 points in the bag. We move now into the next game where we are going to be playing all the same lineup except for Ricardo Calafiori starting in that left back spot over Timber. The same lineup besides that, a massive game for us. I didn't see Villa's lineup, but we know what Villa's lineup is going to be. We need 3 points. They are only now 5 points ahead of us in the table, but obviously a win here would put them 8. So, huge game for us. Martinelli going with his defenders over here. Marino, I didn't really want you to take that shot with your right foot, brother. Leon Bailey with a shot from the edge of the box. David Raya with the save, just 10 minutes gone. Referee gives us a free kick from the edge of the box. Great spot for Martin Odegaard to go ahead and take this one. See if we can't get a goal. We have been unable to get or score a free kick with him so far in this career mode. Gotta get it up and over the wall though. We do. Oh my goodness. Yes sir, boys. 13 minutes gone. Martin Odegaard with a free kick goal, our first of the year. 0.1 expected goals. I'm glad the wall didn't jump. I'm not sure they would have been able to get to it anyways, but it does not get more top corner than that. What a beautiful goal. That could be a contender for goal of the season. Ian Matson pushing forward. Cross inside. Not a good one. Saliba deals with it well. We'll get forward. Ian Matson forward again. And a very similar cross. This time they're going to get called, or we're going to get called for a foul on him. Leon Bailey swinging this free kick in, and Havertz gets it away. Marino inside to Martinelli. Martinelli will find Odegaard. We will look for the run of Marino. Kai Havertz with the turn. Pau Torres does well. Leon Bailey getting the better of Calafiori momentarily. Another cross inside. Dealt with again. Marino will beat James there as well, but it will go out for an Arsenal throw-in. That works out perfectly. Don't know if we're going to be able to get upfield, though, with only 1 minute of added time. Marino just going to sprint, though. The ref will allow it. Don't know where this defender is going. Got to get it to Martinelli. Up for a cross to Bukayo. Bukayo gets there. Martinez collects. Unfortunate not to come away with the second goal there, but it will be 1-0 at the break. Saka into Havertz. Havertz through. On goal. Wow. Hansa. Great defense. Kaio. Wow, I didn't think he was going to get that past that guy. Marino with a shot. Martinez. Fantastic save. Kaio regains possession. Odegaard through to Havertz. And Havertz will get the rebound. Not sure why their defensive line is so far back. Havertz was inside the 6-yard box and was onside. Maybe not exactly inside the 6-yard box, but pretty much inside it. And gets the rebound, finishes off with his right foot. 0.79 expected goals there. Buendia, through ball to James. I don't know who it is. Gabriel slides. Probably should have stayed up for just a second longer. And James, is that Reece James? It is Reece James. Jacob Ramsey inside to Watkins. No shot. They just got another goal. 5 minutes later, Watkins levels the game for Aston Villa with a shot into the top left corner. The draw is not acceptable here. We're looking for that ball over the top to Havertz. Reece James does well to get it away momentarily. Ollie Watkins now with the header. Villa have been pretty good these last 10 minutes or so, or 15, 20 minutes or so, I should say. Ben White cannot get the ball away from Jacob Ramsey. Buendia inside. Again, to Ollie Watkins. We've given up our lead. Marino to Martinelli. Inside to Odegaard. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right back in it. I do not want to draw from this game. We need to try to get a fourth. 83 minutes gone. Odegaard out to Saka. We're going to look back inside for Havertz. Havertz. I really wanted to find Marino there, but Trossard works too. Declan Rice, I need you to get forward. Get into the action. Saka inside. We will get a corner. Only 2 minutes of added time now. We desperately, desperately need 3 points here. Can Bukayo Saka get it to us? Gabriel. Nearly. Trossard back out to Saka. Back post. Marino. Marino! 4-3 to the Arsenal over Villa. 92 minutes gone, and we get a last-second winner. Mikel Arteta down in the corner with the boys celebrating, and we will get 3 points. This is exactly like the Luton Town game last year in real life. Oh, thank God. We gave up a 2-0 lead to Villa. They get up 3-2, and Marino with a fantastic way to get us 3 points in this game. And the kickoff will be the last kick of the game. Thank God. Ooh, boy. I thought we were going to drop points there, and luckily we did not. That goal by Marino is absolutely massive for us, and it gets us only 2 points behind Aston Villa. Manchester City drew their last game as well. Not sure who was against. It was against Ipswich Town. They drew 2-2, so that gives them only 45 points. We're now level with them. We're, of course, behind on goal difference just slightly, but that is perfectly fine. And now we got 2 Champions League games coming up, as well as a Wolves game in between. We're 13th in the Champions League as of right now, but some teams have played their 7th game. If we get a win here, we could be into the top 8, potentially. We'll have to see. Multiple changes in our lineup for this game. Declan Rice going to get a much-needed breather. We're going to put Thomas Partey in at that defensive midfield position. We've also got Timber starting at left back. Jesus also going to get a start up top for us at the striker position. And then Tomiyasu as well. I forgot to mention him. Tomiyasu starting at right back for Ben White. Marino out to Martinelli. Martinelli inside. Room to shoot. Good save by the keeper. And good by them to get it out for not a corner. Timber cross. Bukayo Saka at the back post. The ball is bouncing around, and Bukayo Saka will end up with a goal. That is twice this episode where he has nearly found a header into the back of the net. But he will finish it off 1-0 over Dynamo Zagreb. Free kick for Dynamo Zagreb after 18 minutes. Very dangerous area as well. Played it off. Went for a power shot, it looked like. Still going to maintain possession. Ogiwara now. Dispossessed by Thomas Partey. Odegaard. Through ball to Bukayo. Ball roll inside. Left-footed shot. Ooh, Bukayo Saka with a brace after just 22 minutes. Fantastic finish there in that top left corner. Oh my goodness, we are playing right now. Can we get Bukayo a first half hat trick? Not quite yet. But could we now? Gonna try the same thing. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, this game was a bit easier. Dynamo Zagreb obviously not quite as strong of an opponent as some of the other teams we've come up against in the Champions League. But Bukayo Saka with a first half hat trick. Yeah. I mean, that's a hell of a finish. That just means that we are going to go ahead and jump to the sim. Actually, we're just going to sim to the end of this one. No shot they come back. Bukayo Saka gets a 4th in the 55th minute. Shout out to Cole Palmer yesterday in real life getting 4 in the first half against Brighton. Bukayo Saka matches that today with 4 as well in the Champions League. We've got some offers here for Ben White and Saliba. We got offers for Tierney and Jakub Kiwior as well. I didn't see them come through. I didn't get an email about them or anything, I don't think. So, but this is interesting. William Saliba, Real Madrid apparently are interested in him in real life. We are going to block offers for now. We're not going to sell him, even for 150 million probably. Ben White, we get an offer from Manchester City for. I don't want to sell him to Manchester City either, but Ben White for nearly 100 million is crazy. I'm not going to reject all offers or block all offers, even though we're probably never going to sell him, but interesting to see those come through. This next game against Wolves is going to be simulated as long as we don't need to jump in for any reason. Looks like we're already off to a hot start. Bukayo Saka getting a shot on goal and not scoring. Wolves down in 17th as of right now. We are obviously, like I said, in 3rd place. Oh, Trossard with a great ball up to Havertz. Unfortunately, it's just outside of the post. We can't lose focus here. Just because Wolves are in 17th doesn't mean they are willing to give up 3 points here. We need a win, though. Oh, and Havertz nearly gives it to us after 21 minutes. Corner here. Doesn't look like it's going anywhere just yet. Declan Rice to Bukayo, and they will get it away momentarily. We've been playing really good. Declan Rice with a shot from distance, saved easily. Okay, so 60% possession through 40 minutes. Multiple corners, multiple shots. Ooh, we finally do get one to find the back of the net. Kai Havertz off of the corner. 11 shots so far for us. Only 3 of them considered chances, but we do finally take the 1-0 lead just before half. Wolves in the second half have managed to regain a lot of the percentage of possession. Havertz with a shot there. 68 minutes gone. We do get 1 sub in now. I believe we got Calafiori on for Timber. Martin Odegaard hasn't been good either, and I don't know how that wasn't a goal. So with a little over 75 minutes gone, we will go ahead and jump into this game just to see it out. Hopefully come away with a win. Declan Rice gets taken out. Thought he was injured for a second, but doesn't look like it. Looks like he will be fine. Calafiori to Marino. Odegaard. Saka. Can he find a way to score another left-footed finesse shot? Not this time. Odegaard can't score that one either. And now Bukayo will take another shot, and Johnstone, not sure how to say his last name, is just out of his mind right there. Odegaard, Trossard, and Havertz coming off for Nwaneri, Jesus, and Martinelli. Let's swing this one in with Bukayo here. And let's score off of a corner. Not this time. Marino down to Bukayo. No one is there to help. And we're just going to run into the defender. Perfect. And now 88 minutes gone. We're going to get Saliba off. He is just extremely tired. We're going to get Juro Hato on, the 18-year-old, coming on for one of the best center backs in the world. We're going to see how well he can perform. They might be down to 10 men. What was that? Is that Cunha or is that Rain 8 Nori? Rain 8 Nori. Okay. Fine by me. Go down to 10 men. That will give us an even better opportunity to score. Martinelli not going to get that one past Johnstone. But we will have a corner to end off the game. 91 minutes or 91 minutes gone now. No shot. They get another opportunity to go forward. Declan Rice should have had a goal there, but this game will end 1-0. So we will get 3 points here at the Molineux Stadium. Just before the final game of the episode here against Girona in the Champions League, I wanted to go ahead and show the squad hub. Bukayo Saka leading this squad with 16 goals and 13 assists. He has been incredible, not only in this episode, but in every episode before. Kai Havertz with 16 goals and 8 assists as well. Just fantastic from both of them, really. Out on that left wing, you can see Trossard and Martinelli kind of basically the exact same. 9 goals, 9 assists combined. So pretty good. And then 3 goals and 10 assists from Martin Odegaard moving forward. Jesus has been decent as well. A lot of defenders have been really good, getting assists and stuff like that. And then we've also got a lot of clean sheets. I can't exactly find it there. I wish they would change that. You can barely see which, column you're hovering over for whatever reason. But nonetheless, David Raya with 14 clean sheets total, 11 in the Premier League through 22 games, and 3 in the Champions League through 7 games. In the Champions League, standings is basically what you would expect too, right? The top 4 being Atalanta, Lille, Man City, and Stuttgart. Not what I would have expected, but we have managed to get ourselves back up into 7th place. We are the top goal-scoring team in the whole Champions League phase, but we have, of course, given up 7 goals, which isn't really bad at all, but could be better. Some teams down in the bottom 12 that could be missing out on the knockout rounds of the Champions League is going to be Leipzig, Sporting, PSG, some of the bigger names. The rest of the teams, kind of what you would expect. Real Madrid, Liverpool, Juventus, and AC Milan, as well as Atletico Madrid, all kind of just barely sneaking in there as of right now. But with 7 games gone, anything could happen. It is going to be a rainy game here in Spain. This is going to be the Girona lineup. Not too familiar with many of their players. Saigankov, I know, is a player that I potentially wanted to go after at right mid, even though obviously he would be a backup to Saka. And Dan Yuma out on the left, I am familiar with him as well. I know Girona have been pretty good in Spain. At least last year they were insanely good, so I'm expecting a good game here today. Oh, great move from Ruiz. Great save from Raya. Keeps this game at 0-0 just after 4 minutes. I was not expecting that move at all. Trossard going to head that corner away. Oh my goodness. Girona, 1-0 lead after just 6 minutes. Ruiz is unplayable, I guess. I mean, nothing much we could do about that one, and it is going to be a deficit here after just 6 minutes. Like I said, I mean, just 1-2, right back to him, and then a goal. Oh, Ben White going to be called for a foul over there. I believe it was on Danuma. Swinging it in. David Raya, come and collect that. We will get it away quickly. We can get up the field here and get on a counterattack. The players didn't really want to, but I wanted to. Bukayo Saka is just faster than his man. Oh, yes, sir. The rebound will go right back to Bukayo, and he'll get us back level 1-1 after 14 minutes. Ooh. Onside trap or offside trap is what they played. Trossard, you've got to finish that. Yes, sir. Leandro Trossard gets us our second. Odegaard with a fantastic ball through the offsides trap of the defense. And we will get our lead back, or not back, but our lead for the first time in the game. Leandro Trossard hasn't scored a whole lot this year, but that is his 5th now of the season. Ooh, Saka through to Odegaard. Can we get another? Ooh, Odegaard goes down. Could have been a penalty, but it was just a good tackle there. Only a few minutes later, this game has been very offensive so far. Girona back forward. Sagankov now with it. The Ukrainian looking for a pass inside. Will be dispossessed. Gabriel, that was not a good pass. David Raya with another save. Nothing doing on the corner for them, but now it could be good for a counterattack again. Saka doesn't really have the legs to get forward, but Ben White pushing forward. Can he find himself with a goal? Not today. Only 1 minute of added time, but now we're a couple minutes past that. We're going to go back here to Odegaard, and the referee will finally blow the whistle. We just couldn't find a way through. At least not right there, but we will take our 2-1 lead into half. It has been really good for both teams so far. Very even contest. Luckily for us, we're ahead, though. We need to keep it that way. And White getting forward, finding a ball into Saka. Looking across. Oh, Trossard can't get there the second time either. It nearly fell to him at the back post multiple times. We will get a corner out of it. Kai Havertz, you're up for it. Kai Havertz, you are missing a lot of headers lately, in the last couple of episodes especially. Trossard is onside. Trossard cannot get the shot away fast enough. And Yuma inside to Abel Ruiz. He has been very dangerous for them so far. Saliba not having any of it today, though. Marino now down to Trossard. Havertz, why are you not getting back in the middle? We can't pass it to you if you're standing next to the keeper, brother. Odegaard. It's quite the ball. Back to Saka, but fortunately we can't quite get to it. Keeper clears it away. We're going to win this header, though, and try to look forward yet again. Trossard. Oh, I wanted that ball over the top to Havertz. Van Yuma with a cross inside. Saliba deals with it well. We can move forward quickly. I need you to get the ball out of your feet, Marino. Could have had some numbers there. Odegaard. We'll get it down to Saka now. Saka just going to continue his run forward. Saka tried to get it to Havertz, but it doesn't come off. 77 minutes gone. We're going to make some subs now. Jesus, Tomiyasu, and Martinelli on. Havertz, White, and Trossard off. Looking for whoever's in the middle there. Is it Gabriel? It's not Gabriel, but it is now. Odegaard. Oh, yes, sir. Odegaard with a fantastic finish. 3-1 for the Gunners after 78 minutes. And Gabriel going to pick up an uncommon assist, you may say. Keeper, honestly, probably should have done a little bit better there. I mean, maybe he was blocked by one of his own defenders a little bit, but would have expected a little better. I'm okay that it wasn't. Martinelli, what a ball to Saka. Gonna look early for Jesus, not gonna come off. Wait, Havertz, oh, Jesus was onside right there. I didn't realize that. I would have taken more time. I was trying to go for a bicycle kick. I thought he was off for sure. Sagankov down this wing, gets the better of Urian Timber. Gabriel doesn't really want to close him down, but Saliba will get in a tackle. We'll turn it over real quick, but only 2 minutes of added time means they don't have enough time to get another goal. Tomiyasu does well. Jesus gonna find Martinelli. This has to be a goal. Get us our 4th. Martinelli. It's right at the keeper. Whatever. You know, Whatever. We'll take the 3-1 victory. And that is going to do it for today's episode. If you could, please be sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave your comments about how you feel about the signings that we did make. We might make one more at the beginning of next episode. I'm thinking Quentin Timber is going to come in, but potentially a Dingra as well, so that we can get a backup for Bukayo Saka. Even though we have Sterling, I don't use Sterling a lot. Don't really enjoy using him, if I'm being quite honest. Once his loan spells up, we definitely won't go after him. But nonetheless, that's going to do it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.